So today's a really big day. I'm really nervous and I'm excited, but it's like one of the biggest days of my life. It's like, yeah, today I start the Poppy War. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a reading vlog, something that I've never tried on this channel before, but I'm super excited because I do want to start vlogging, but I don't really know what to vlog about since we're all social distancing and the only thing I do is actually read and do homework, so I thought that'd be kind of boring. But reading vlogs are starting to take BookTube by the reins and starting to come back to life, so I thought I would do a reading vlog of a pretty interesting book that you've probably heard on here before, and I am reading The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. You've probably seen this book everywhere. If you're on book Twitter, you know that this book actually hurts. And after hearing everything about it, I just thought it would be wildly interesting to film my reaction to this book. So that's what we're going to do today. I've already actually started it a bit. I'm going to leave the Goodreads link down below if you'd like to learn more about it. I kind of went in not reading the synopsis because I wanted this video to kind of be an unexpected reaction and everything that I'm thinking of, and that's why I was a little bit surprised. I actually started already. I cheated a little. I'm on page 40 and I was actually surprised about what the book was actually about because I was like, despite everything I've been hearing about this, I did not think this book was about this. So if you want to know a little bit, it's a Chinese-inspired historical fiction fantasy, drawing a lot of elements from Chinese culture, which is really cool because I'm Chinese. But yeah, I'm excited to read this and take you through my process of reading, but also some of my reactions, because I feel like I have very visceral and sometimes violent reactions to reading books. I remember when I read The Power, by, I think it's Naomi Anderson, I think that's the author, I threw the book across the room because I was like, hell no, we're not taking this anymore. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this with this book. And if you're interested in reading this as well, definitely start it with me and read along with me. I do have to say that this book has a lot of trigger warnings and content warnings, which I will put beautifully on the screen right here because there are just so many trigger warnings, but even in the first 40 pages I've already encountered like 4 of them, so definitely keep that in mind before starting this book. So I'm on page 40 so far, like I said, and I did not think that this book was going to be about like this test so far. Well, that's how it is, and like this academy, I did not even think about that. I thought it was going to be about like fighting, which it probably is, but I just haven't gotten to that part yet. But in the first 40 pages, it vaguely reminds me, I was telling my boyfriend yesterday when I was FaceTiming him, how it vaguely reminds me of the time that I took in New York City, in order to test into like these certain high schools, these specialized high schools. You have to take an SHSAT, so it's like a pre-SAT, which is really f***ed up because I hate standardized testing. But basically you take this test to get into high school, like a good performing high school, and the test that the main character takes in this book really reminds me of the test that I took to get to high school, which was no less traumatizing, but it was just really interesting to read that experience in a fantasy book that you cannot escape the grasp of standardized testing. So yeah, I'm just going to be reading the book. I do use stickies when I read books. This is not an ARC, so I won't write directly in the book. This is a finished copy. I'm pretty sure this is the UK cover, which is beautiful. But this is a finished copy, so I will not be writing in the book. I will be writing on the post-its and taking along my journey of post-iting for reviews. So I usually post it because I have a pretty bad memory and I like to post it in order to help me remember some things for reviews. So without further ado, I have a pretty busy schedule today. I have work in the morning, and then I will get to reading this book probably later afternoon or tonight if I finish any of my final projects. But we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited, and I hope you stick along with me to read The Poppy War. Okay, so it is about 2:30 right now. I have basically the rest of the day and the evening to, I'm gonna do some reading in the evening. Most of my reading gets done in the evenings, but I'm gonna spend the rest of the day, or maybe a little bit, maybe like 1 to 2 hours doing a little reading for the Poppy War. Maybe gonna make a snack before because I'm really hungry. Just got back from work, and procrastinate on my finals, which I do by reading books, sadly. So yeah, I will take you and show you guys what I'm making. I'm probably gonna make some guacamole as a snack, even though it's like super messy and like why would you do that while reading? I don't know, but yeah. Pages and I just find it so cool because this world is so complex. Like, it is based off of like Chinese history a little bit, but I think it has its own little spin to it, and I really like how the author is choosing to like show us the history of this world through history classes. So she like got into this academy and she is taking like, she has to take history classes in order to like pass and become a general. So yeah, it's really cool. It's a really smart and ingenious idea to kind of do that, so it's not really info dumpy, it's more that you're learning along with the main character. So I really like that aspect, and it's making this super digestible, even though it's like weirdly taking me a while to get through some of the pages. Usually I have a pretty higher page per minute kind of speed in reading, I think, because there's just a lot of like knowledge to attain from this. Even though it's not info dumpy, it still is pretty heavy and there's a lot of big words. So, but thoroughly enjoying this. I've already done some post-its, as you can see, and I will get to explaining those soon. Okay, I thought I'd take this moment to talk about a little bit about my posting process because I just put a post-it down. So I have this like 5-color, let me just get it for you, this like 5-color post-it set. I don't know, I think I got this at like my store that I work at. I work at like a school store kind of place. And yeah, so now that I'm reading, what I usually do is I have specific meanings for some of these colors. Like blue means some important information that I have to remember. Red is for romance. Red is always romance. Red or pink, I usually red or pink. Orange is for something that's funny. And then yellow and green I just use interchangeably for like surprising things. I don't know, I'm not used to having all 5 of these colors. I usually only have 4. But that's my color coding. So as you can see, I posted a lot of blue post-its so far, and these are just things about the history of the world that I like want to remember. Yeah, so like some history stuff. Sometimes I'll write stuff in the post-it, sometimes I won't. But here you can see I wrote, "What the F, man?" Like, that's sexist because of a sexist part in the book. But yeah, that's kind of my posting process. Like I said, if I have an arc, I usually write in the lines of the book, in the sides, and write little notes because I have a lot to say. But this is a finished copy, so I will not be doing that. But yeah, that's a little bit of my reading. I'm gonna read a little bit more. It's like 8 p.m. right now. I think I'm just gonna read as much as I can tonight and then carry on to the next morning. But yeah. So I'm Zooming with my boyfriend, and we basically just like to read together, where we're not together, we're not like in the same physical space at the same time. What do you and I'm reading the Poppy War. Yeah. Dude, is she gonna have superpowers?
You have to read. If I know which part you're at, you'll see it soon enough. What's happening? 'Cause 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 'Cause
Oh my god. She's got like the flames, right? Or something that was mentioned in the beginning. Of course I knew it. This, you know what this seems like? Oh, this just seems like another book that I've read. But yeah, that's, I did expect her to like, I like predicted that she would beat him in the tournament, but I didn't expect her to have the, like, you know, whatever. I don't know what this is yet.
Has she met Jiang yet? Like, is she with Jiang?
Yeah. Damn. That's a cool thing. So does, what is his name? Alton?
Alton.
Yeah, does he have it too?
He's a Spearly.
Oh, so he doesn't have it.
Well, he's a Spearly. You have to
so is she a Spearly?
You have to explain farther down.
But is she a Spearly?
You have to read farther down.
Babe, just tell me.
No, read. It's good though, right?
Yeah, it's good. No, I bet.
Before she leaves the academy, everything's fine. I'm just gonna tell you, everything's okay.
Oh, so this book it contains her leaving the academy?
Well, where are you now?
Well, I'm at the end. Like, she went to Jiang, and
yeah, look how much of the book is left, babe.
Well, yeah, I know. So she's gonna like graduate, and yeah, I don't know. This book is kind of predictable. I'm not really even good at predicting.
No, it's not. It's just you're lulled into a false sense of security. I'm telling you right now.
Maybe that's why this book is so good. It gives you a false sense of security,
yeah,
and then it just.
I was in the beginning. I was like, oh, it's just another like school, you know, kind of. every fucking YA book or story with like preteens, they go to some kind of school and have some kind of school dynamic, you know?
Yeah.
But then it fucked me up later, and I was like, okay, never mind.
That's so crazy. Okay, wait, I'm excited.
Like, I don't know.
Hello everyone, it is the next day after I finished from the last clip. It's Sunday, it is 6:30 about. I basically spent the whole day reading and dabbling on some homework, but I've actually made it halfway through. I've read a lot more than I thought I would, and I've realized that it's getting more intense now, definitely, from the beginning. The beginning was kind of tame and it was very just enjoying the story, and now it's getting really intense and people are starting to die, so I don't really know what to think. But anyway, the bullshit that I was saying before about the post-its, about what my little post-its mean, I realized that I only bought this pack and I didn't refill my packs, so I'm completely out of blue post-its. So that really means nothing when in color coding means. So I'm just writing on them now. They don't really mean anything, the colors right now, but I realized that, and that I have to get new post-its. But yeah, pretty much enjoying the book. I'm gonna be taking you a little bit. I know it gets more intense from here, according to my boyfriend. So I will probably be filming some reactions for you guys, just for you to see how I react to books, because it's quite funny. What? He's alive?
Who?
Neja?
Neja.
Yeah, he's alive?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it a trap? Oh, they're friends now. Oh yeah, he was alive. He didn't die. I just thought he died because of the, yeah. And I just assumed he was out of the story. Cool. Okay, hello everyone. I just got home from work and I thought I would show you some of the stuff I got from work. Well, just one thing. But basically, another update. It is the next day. It is Monday and it is 4 p.m. I am more than halfway through. I think I'm going to finish the poppy work tonight. That's my goal, even if I have to stay up doing it. And I just wanted to show you guys that my store, I work at like a school supply store, and they actually had the post-its that I'm most accustomed to using when I'm posting notes in my book, and it's these post-it page markers. I'll leave a link down below to my how I post it, how I like take notes, in my books. I did a whole video on that I think a couple of years ago. It's pretty outdated, but I think it stands true to still how I do it now. So these are the ones that I use and that I'm still using. The ones that I bought, I really don't like these plastic ones. Because first they're plastic, and then they also don't come with as much as these paper ones do, so it's not really worth my money. It's not like worth it. So yeah, I'm just happy that I have these, and I probably will just use the rest of these plastic post-its to post this book, but further use I will be using these. And yeah, I just thought I would update you on that. I'm enjoying the book so far. It's just been a lot less. I'm just very underwhelmed, I feel, and I'll talk a little bit more about that when I do kind of my end review. I'll maybe do like a mini review at the end, but yeah, that's basically the update for now.
What's up? What?
Altan, is he dead?
Do you like him?
Yeah!
Dude, he's an asshole.
Everyone's an asshole in this book.
That is very true.
What?
Slap the shit out of her. Yeah, you did.
Huh?
I think I like accidentally make complicated characters and writing about complicated history. But I want to ask about like how your drafts take shape, because I think we both have like very chaotic processes. No outline, no planning, or like no detailed outline.
So I'm the same as you in that I write a like.
Okay, hello everyone. So I finished the Poppy War last night, if you couldn't tell, and then after I finished the Poppy War, I was watching a interview with the author and V.E. Schwab, just about her writing process. I really just enjoy interacting with the author outside of the books if I really enjoy it, and I did really enjoy it. I loved especially the main character. I'm a sucker for flawed heroines. I think that's why I like The 100 so much, because The 100 is, Clark is just fucking badass, and she's just the most flawed character I know in terms of TV shows and books. And Rin, I feel like, is the same way. I feel like I like when authors are just realistic with their characters. I mean, not all characters, and especially heroines, are not. Like, heroines are very much expected to be morally grounded, are supposed to be the ones who are expected to do good, but I really think that the way she went with Rin made her a super realistic heroine, and I absolutely love that. She reminds me of Clark in The 100, actually. This book kind of reminds me of The 100 a little bit. And yeah, I don't know, I thought this book could definitely be 2 books, and she mentioned this in her interview that she didn't want to make it 2 books because she wanted the reality of war and how kind of traumatizing and really fast-paced it was to kind of be an element in this book, and I totally understand that. I just thought it could have been 2 books, and that's what was going on in my head. I didn't know the author's intentions. Also, the fact that she was 19 when she started writing the Poppy War, and then she published it when she was 22, I believe, and now she's 24, and I'm like, why can't I have the time? I'm a creative writing major in school, so I'm like, am I gonna go anywhere in life? I don't know. But yeah, this is just an amazing piece of work. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Overall, I felt that the intensity was not the same throughout the book. Definitely the first half of the book, I was very much sitting there waiting for things to happen because of everything that I've heard, like, online, of, like, things going crazy, but I definitely think the second half made up for that. For the second half of the book, I was kind of just sitting in my bed, and I was FaceTiming my boyfriend, who had already read this book, so I was reacting to it, and I was going like, and he was just saying, what part are you at? What part are you at? So I definitely think the second book is definitely more intense. The trigger warnings are all super true in this book. It's very bloody, very gory, very descriptive and intense. There are some traumatizing subjects that are talked about in here, but overall, I just loved this book. I think it's a really, really really well written fantasy. I think this is her debut novel, which is insane because can you imagine just writing this as a teenager and then it like going super popular and then it becoming a trilogy. So yeah, that's pretty much what I thought about it. 10 out of 10, would recommend. I'm already starting the second book, The Dragon Republic, and I'm ready to pre-order The Burning God in November. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go more in depth in my October wrap-up when I film that video about the Poppy War, and then you'll also be able to hear some of what my partner has to say about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching this reading vlog. It's my first reading vlog. If you guys really like these kinds of vlog videos, let me know just by commenting down below. I can definitely do them more with very popular books so you can see my reactions to them. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.